You can't wear better clothes without getting naked first. Welcome to Sorry for the Inconvenience. I'm your host, Hafiz Idris. You can see my link in the bio, but it's not about the messenger, it's about the message. In order to wear better clothes, you must strip down naked first. Now, that hurts, that feels uncomfortable for a little bit, but that little bit of comfort takes you to a better place, right? Having to deal with raggedy clothes, raggedy position, okay, is not worth the 2-3 minutes that you're going to be naked and exposed, okay, in order to be able to elevate, right? So you have to deal with that discomfort, and that's what we're going to be talking about today.
It was just said to me a couple days ago by one of my friends back in America that you're doing good out there. Maybe you need to take couple steps back in order to go forward, and then to sit here with you, and then you use the metaphor of, new clothes. Sometimes you may need to be stripped in order to elevate, and I think the current situation is most definitely something which we could all say and feel that is quite stripping. You
Yep.
know, I'm not scared to say it. I had to sell my car, which I had it for 2 years, but then many people said, "But you lost your car. How are you going to get around?" But for me, with the high petrol prices, selling a six cylinder petrol
Yeah.
7-seater to replace it with the eco-friendly 2026 Toyota, because here in this country right now, the tourism is kind of low. So the major providers for rental car services, they are, Yanni, giving the prices for
Discounts.
extremely low.
Okay. Yeah,
900 something dirham for a car is quite good when you sold a car which was already crashed, imported from America, USA spec in the
Yeah.
GCC,
Yeah.
6-cylinder,
Yeah.
petrol gobbler. So like you said, I think that message really hits home for me, and I can totally relate to it. I can shoot a question to Rodrigo. Rodrigo, I did have
Yeah.
a question for you, because what was crossing my mind is that you recently come to the country not too long before, right?
Yeah.
What would your advice be to the people who are maybe outside looking in on this situation, because you've seen it before and you saw the peak, and then now you're here and you see in the bottom quite quick? What would you say to those people who are on the outside who may want to come into the country? What would you say?
So that's actually tough. I would say, I mean, for myself, I'm talking. I've been always have a vision. I'm always been very ambitious. So part of what you just mentioned, I sold my car back in Mexico. I did my own way to get here to UAE. I saw the before and after, and I'm staying here.
Good.
I saw a lot of people going, which honestly, all the best for them. But for the people outside, I'm looking at this as an opportunity actually.
Mm.
Dubai has a lot of opportunity. This is just like a cleaning overall. But if you live here in UAE and you understand the government and the city and the vision of our leaders, you know that it's going to recover very, very fast. And the vision for the next 20, 30, 50 years, it's going big.
It's unchanged. It's unchanged.
That doesn't change. So if you're serious about your plans, if you want to succeed and put, of course, a lot of work on it, just get your chance, because now could be a very good shot and a lot of doors open. So I will just go for it with all the cautious, of course. You gotta know that you're not coming to an easy path.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
It's not an easy path.
Yeah.
So if you're willing to put the work, if you're willing to
Be patient.
patience, resilience,
Yeah.
and go for it, the hustling more than before, because
Yeah.
now you have to hustle more,
Yeah.
then go for it, because there's always room. But
good.
you gotta have the mindset that you're not coming here to play.
Yeah, no way. Not now. Not now. Hafiz, I wanted to shoot you something,
Yeah.
yeah? Now, you've been here for quite a bit of time, yeah? Now, for
Someone
the
called
amount,
me an OG.
how long? 10 years, right? 10 years?
I've been here, 12 years now.
12 years.
12,
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, how are you seeing, and what is your like goals for the next 6 months? Because like he said, doors are open.
Yeah. Yeah.
Doors are open.
Yeah.
Now, the 12 years that you've been here, you've been through the coronavirus. You've been through before 12 years wasn't really much the 08 collapse.
No,
But
no,
you've been here through ups and downs.
Yeah.
Now here during this time, with the doors open, what is your 6-month goal while these doors are open, and which doors do you want to enter?
Very tough question.
Bro, you know
No,
who I
let's
am.
keep-
You know
let's
I'm a
keep-
podcaster, bro.
No, that's. I mean, definitely. Like we said, this is. Sorry for the convenience, so we keep it straight, right? It's tough. It's tough right now, like real tough. Like it's like you're trying to crawl up a mountain. It's really tough right now. Okay. That said, right, there is opportunity for those that are willing to push through. Right. It was if you're talking about 2014 when I came in, there was a lot of opportunity for things to get things done, right? I was initially a teacher, right? So I mean, I was doing art at that time before I had the carpal tunnel syndrome kind of thing going on with my fingers, right? And so you could go out, you could do things. There were a lot of new businesses that you could benefit from, or you could start yourself, right? Right. So I've seen the easy part of things, right? And then obviously Corona hit, right? That time I lost my job as well, right? Kind of like what we're doing right now, right? The kind of same kind of scenario, right?
Yes.
You don't know what's going to happen, right? This war is not this country's doing, right? It's not something that they're in directly, right? It's two other parties and we're kind of stuck in the middle,
Stuck in the
right?
middle,
It's kinda,
literally.
so
Literally.
same thing with the COVID, right? It's kind of like you don't have any control over things, but you have to kind of have some kind of what they call it, some kind of hope for, you know, for things to get better, right?
100%.
Nothing lasts forever, right?
100%.
Nothing lasts forever, whether it's good or bad, doesn't last forever, right? We know change is the only constant in life, right? So this won't last forever. No matter how long it stretches, and hopefully it doesn't stretch for too long, right? It's not going to last forever, right? So definitely, if one stays and one sits down and really buckles and plans accordingly, and does what it takes, right? And what it takes might not be pretty. What it takes might not be pretty.
That's
right?
facts.
It might not be pretty. You might have to do a double shift. You might have to do a triple shift. Right? You might have to, but at the end of that tunnel, it's gonna be something special because you
Fruitful.
push through.
Something
fruitful, right? It's gonna be something you're gonna really be able to not only appreciate, but you're gonna be able to benefit from. Right? I mean, I can't blame people for leaving as well, right? If you have a better situation at home or you have a comfortable situation at home, hey, go. It's not for everybody. It ain't.
Yeah.
Right. But I see in 6 months. Even if the war lasts long, right? The country will adjust to deal with that.
Eventually,
right?
yeah.
Country will adjust because there's never a time of peace anywhere, right? There's always conflict, right? That's humans. Humans are always conflicting with each other. There's always some beef somewhere, right? But the
facts.
world does go on, right? People still got rent to pay. We still got these bills to pay.
Yeah,
These
those
kids
bills
still got
coming.
to eat.
And go to school.
The rent ain't gonna stop, right? Right?
Dubai is running normal business,
right?
families.
People,
at the end of
so
the
they
day.
still gotta go, right?
It's
Yeah,
not
that's
that
the
we're
thing.
stopped here and people think
Yeah,
that
that's
the
the
whole
thing.
country stopped. We're not.
It's not stopped. And the
keeps
thing
rolling.
is like online, we see a lot of videos of people who are saying like this is empty or that is empty or this.
Yeah.
Yeah. These people are used to going to touristic places. So they're going to the places where touristic places and they're going and they're recording in these touristic places.
Yeah.
Has tourism taken a significant
Hit.
change or
Yeah.
hit? Yes.
Yeah.
But for the people who are residents or people who are muhajir or the people who are local to the area, most things are operating completely normal. And me, I live in Ajman.
Yeah.
Bro, if you come Ajman, you go Nuaimia or you go Rashidiyah and you come see, you would think nothing is going on there. Because a lot of it's not a touristic area.
Yeah.
And a lot of the shops and things like that are bakeries, laundry, salons, certain
Essential stuff.
restaurants,
Yeah.
essential things.
Yeah.
What are they called? Those like smart marts, supermarts and stuff like that.
Supermarkets,
So it's not like you have these grand brands such as, I don't need to say the names, but
Yeah.
like, major brands that are in, major malls like And in Ajman, what's the biggest mall we have? We have City Center Ajman. We don't
Yeah.
really have a major mall in Ajman.
Yeah.
So we don't have really huge outside companies such as like these very big name brands
Yeah.
in there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So when you look in that area, it's quite normal. So that's to go ahead and say. So there's hope from that region, from that aspect. I think mainly the
as
tourism
locals.
and yeah.
And we're speaking of, I mean, speaking of what I mentioned in the beginning, right? If you look at that, you can look at that at a personal level, right? If you wanna become better, you have to get stripped of your ego, stripped of your the bad relationships, stripped of whatever of things that you clinged on, your comfort, right?
That's true.
And in a way, this is kind of a stripping of Dubai as well. If you think about it, yeah, there's some people, they just got to go home. It's better for them to be at home. Right? It's better than not
At the
here.
end of the day, I think
Oh my God.
war, times of uncertainty
Yeah.
will always bring opportunity.
Yeah.
All the conflicts, all the bad brings good too. It actually comes to, it depends what you want in life.
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
depends, as you said before, like if you are good going back home, you got a better life, okay. But if you actually aim for more, want more for your life, and
Yeah.
you're willing to put the effort and the work,
Yeah.
come to UAE. You know, it's not that this will last forever. It actually, there's doors open, opportunities here that you can take it.
Yeah.
We are safe here in Dubai. That's being clear from the beginning of the war to now. We're being safe. We're hustling.
Yeah.
So it depends on how much you want to put in here, how much work you're willing to put.
Yeah, and those are the people that are staying, the ones that are willing to put in the work, right? The people that don't, right? And the people that shouldn't be here, they're probably gone home, right? So then that leaves the door open for people that are serious about being here, serious about doing things here, serious about their businesses that they've started, serious about their new job opportunities, serious about investments or whatever, right? We've seen a lot of people that are they're on the hunt for distressed deals, right?
Yeah, literally. I'm
They're on
sure
the hunt for
just
distressed
now,
deals,
bro.
right?
A teacher, right
Yeah.
before we've come on, a teacher, one of the guys, he's a teacher I know from England. I met
Yeah.
him when I was in England and he got a job out here and I
Okay.
obviously moved out here. He was just asking me, hey, what's going on in the real estate market? Where's the distressed deals? But you gotta realize, this guy actually contacted me back in 2023.
Yeah.
And he wanted, hey, just for the knowledge, I want to know about this off plan and this investing. Like, how can I get involved in it?
Yeah.
And I broke it down from a little bit. He's like, okay, yeah, like I think about it. But then now, in this situation, the first thing he thought about was to invest. And those are the kind of people who will succeed in this time.
Yeah.
Those who are not running,
Yeah.
those who are not saying that, oh, if this is happening or that's happening, this place will never recover. La 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 la.
Yeah.
Look at this. Any traditional market that we look at, what is the number one fundamental principle? You buy low and you sell high.
Yep.
A lot of people are butthurt because they bought high and now they want to sell low. How many people are? There's quite a few people who are coming and asking, sell. I had to give one guy. I mean, obviously, I'll say it because I don't really know the guy specifically. I think he called me. No, he sent me a message. He got my number from Bayou because alhamdulillah, I'm running the company, so we have listings on Bayou. Now this owner called me or messaged actually.
Yeah.
He messaged, got your number this way, I have a villa, very good villa, very excellent. 12 million. I think that's the selling price. Originally, maybe let's say it's 16.
Yeah.
But he wants to sell for 12.
Yeah.
He said, I'm running out of cash. I said, how much cash can you be running out of where you want to free a 12 million dirham villa and put that into liquidity in today when the prices for everything is going up? I said to him, my sincere advice to you, sir. I said, if you don't need to, like it's not it's not like
Emergency.
emergency or
Yeah,
do or
of
die. I
course.
said because
Why would you do it
like
now?
12 million? What you got to spend 12 million right now?
Yeah.
Like what? You need to free up 12 million? That's not a little bit. You say you're running out of cash. If you're running out of cash, let the daily
Small.
cash
Yeah.
or the spending cash go, but you do not uplift a historical asset in the future, the future of the world. This place is Dubai dream. This city that we're living in is the future and it's the dream. There's no more American dream. As Cody Rhodes says, the wrestler are the American nightmare. WWE has a very, very, very strong influence over the masses in America. Let's keep it real. We grew up watching this stuff.
Yeah.
Now, if his name is the American nightmare, there's some truth in there. Now, Dubai is the dream. You have a home, a villa, 12 million dirham. 12 million.
Yeah.
You have a historical asset in one of the best cities in the world. You do not free that because there's no apparent threat to the society and the norm. Yes, there's a little bit of hiccups, but you don't do it. I did want to ask another question before I started running my mouth a little bit. I wanted to get some clips from you guys.
Yeah.
First you, then you.
Just before you go through it,
Yeah.
and for the record, and you gotta say this because now we're looking at some good offers in the market, but prices will never come back to this.
Oh yeah.
All right?
Oh yeah, man.
So the next time you want to invest in UAE,
Yeah.
bye-bye, because prices will be up.
Yeah.
And you'll be late
They will
on the
come back.
queue.
They will
Yeah.
come.
Yeah, of
100%.
course, bro. This is just the
Hafiz,
bouncing,
you know
man.
this.
Yeah.
They,
They will get
come.
lost.
Yeah.
They will come.
Yeah, yeah.
They will inquire with you when the prices go back up. Can you give me this?
Can you find me
Can you give
for
me
this
that? I just
price?
tried to give you
Once
Try to
the
get-
discount for
prices
the
are
last
up
6
again
months.
and they lost their chance.
Yeah. Yeah. I was
Real
just-
investors can get money here now.
Yeah.
This is the moment,
Yeah,
not
the,
later.
the big boys, they're the ones that look foolish right now buying.
Yeah. Sure.
Right? And then when things go up,
Yeah.
they were like, oh, can you also get me this at this price as well? Can we get a distressed deal?
Yeah.
Now that everything looks good, now that everything looks pretty, now you want something that's distressed. It don't work like that.
We got this conversation on the phone
Yeah.
of wealth management, and
Yeah.
they said like the playful investors, the wannabe investors, are out of the game now.
Yeah,
You
of
know?
course.
Ooh, facts.
Who's coming here now? The whales, the real
ones that- yeah.
investors. Okay, I want a good deal because I know this is a good moment, and then prices will go,
Go
up
up.
again.
Yeah.
Daddy
Higher.
Shark.
Yeah.
Daddy Shark. Not well, but Shark, yeah. Daddy Shark is coming.
Daddy
yeah.
whale.
Sharks,
Daddy
whales are coming,
Sharks
man.
coming, whales coming and
And
eat 'em
that's
up.
good for all of us, man. So,
Yeah.
So the clip that I wanted to get from
Yeah.
you guys is like, in the time now,
yeah.
what are 3 things that people should advise in the current and the current market in the UAE? What are 3 things people should avoid doing?
Avoid doing that. The panic selling is probably one of them.
Yeah.
Right. I mean, if you're strapped for cash, you're strapped for cash. I mean, do what you need to do. Right.
Number one, panic sell.
Right. Right. But if you're not strapped for cash, then you hold. Right. You hold at this time. Right. Because, like you said, this is a hiccup. Definitely, it's going to change. Yes, the market is down. Yes, it's not as high as before. All the more reason to hold because later on it's going the jump is going to be bigger, right? Jump is going to be bigger, right? You see all those graphs with the up and down, right? We might be at the lowest point right now, right? When it jumps now, people are going to be like, oh my god, give me something like that, right? Give me something like that, right? I was trying to push a 2-bedroom in downtown. All the yesterday and the day
Man,
before.
I got some inquiries from that post. Yeah.
A lot of people are still hesitating to buy it. I'm like, look, this is downtown. This
Yeah,
is that.
it's
You know what I
downtown.
mean, for an investment, and it's got a Burj view. This is you know this. Like, why are you stuttering? Why are you hesitating?
Just
Right?
60 days ago, they would have been all over it. But now,
Right?
I think, look.
People are afraid to look stupid.
Okay,
this
that's
is really
one.
what. Yeah.
Panic selling. What is number 2? What would you say number 2 things to avoid?
To avoid, I would go with stop looking at the fake news out there. People talking, your neighbor, your friend that has never invested. Make your own criteria, you know? Stick to the fundamentals.
Yeah.
Stick to the historical data and make your own approach, you know? If the market has recovered from COVID, from financial crisis, if we got low prices compared to, let's say, Paris, New York, man, it's Dubai, you know? Stick to the fundamentals, you know, data, and don't panic selling again. Go
Yeah.
with the data.
Yeah. Yeah.
And number 3, what should I say it or you got it?
Go ahead. You got it.
for
You got
it.
it.
I would say don't regret or don't be afraid. don't panic sell, don't listen to fake news, don't regret, and don't be afraid. Or don't be afraid and don't regret. What do I mean by that? There's a lot of fear.
Yeah.
There's a lot of questionable decisions that people want to make. Now, with that, the reason I say it is because I don't feel as though that we are in a physical encounterment as much to say, but we are more in an economic and a mental stratosphere.
Okay.
And the reason I say don't be afraid and don't regret is because a lot of times in history and in our lifetimes, we quite often regret decisions that we make, you know?
Okay.
And for those individuals who maybe fled or ran, I think a lot of the times we hold a lot of weight to what other people think or
Yeah.
what online says. Don't be afraid to be yourself, you know, but also have a little bit of courage, like, and a little bit of, in Islam, we say tawakkul, trust in the one above.
Yeah.
I think now is more of a time that we should put that trust in our creator and not be afraid and to also not regret because the country has to get back full. The statistics were saying that by, I think it was 2026 or 2027, that there should be 10 million people inhabiting this beautiful city. Right now, today, as we do this podcast on April 9th, 2026, there's definitely not 10 million people here in the country. But to say, mark my words, remember
my
this
words.
moment, guys,
Yeah.
and Allah knows best. Maybe in 1 year or 2 years, that 10 million people will be here. And you guys do not regret. That's all I will say. Do not regret. Like, you know, because
Yeah.
as you know me, I've been calling people to come here for the longest time.
Yeah.
And this is a true cleansing. And like I said, remember I said it on April 9th, 2026. This country will be vibrant and full. Many people didn't leave. Some did, but those very ones that left, they know the truth of this place. Whether
They
they
know
sit
it.
in their countries and they run their mouths and, you know, they do the three things that we said that they should avoid. Whether they do them
course.
or not, they will come back. And that is when we will see the real true beauty of this country. Because listen, think about it. We sell off plan, right? Right?
Yeah.
All that stuff is going to get complete. Many things we've already seen get complete.
Yeah.
So imagine in the future when all this stuff is complete.
You don't even have
There
to
ha-
worry right now.
Exactly. There's
You'll
gonna
just
be people
planting some
here.
seeds now.
Exactly. So it's going to be absolutely amazing. And I just honestly, I just can't wait for the future. But what I would say, guys, don't do now. Don't be afraid.
Yeah.
As you said, don't listen to fake news. And as you said, do not panic sell. And those are the three things that we say you should not be doing.
Yeah, I mean, see, again, going back to this metaphor of being stripped naked to wear something, better. Ease never created anything great. Ease never created anything great. Difficulty is always something that builds character, right? They say hard times make tough men, right? And tough women too, if you want to throw that in there, right? But you got to go through adversity because that's when you see your creativity. That's when you got to think of how I can maneuver things. I can move situations. This country is now going through that. Right? This is not something that they predicted was going to happen. Now they're going to be creative. Okay, this is how we got to maneuver around. Now, how can we diversify certain things? How can we better our system? I'll give you a good example of this with COVID. Right? Before COVID, right? You didn't have this online system of doing transactions.
Yeah.
Okay. During COVID, they're like, we can't stop real estate because of COVID, right? What can we do? Bang, online. You can buy property online without ever being here.
Amazing,
Right? They set
amazing.
it up during COVID because of that, right? they came up with a solution, right? And now everything can be done online. And that's not only good for COVID, it's good for all times, right? So it eases the process and it makes it easier for us to sell property, right? Other things as well were set up, right? So now that my kid, for example, my kid's online, and I'm sure his kids are online as well,
Yeah.
right? And your kids might be online later.
That's the school calling me right now. Should I answer it? Should I answer it on the podcast?
All right.
1 second. I'm answering this on the podcast. It's the
Alright.
school calling right now.
Don't put them on blast.
Hello? Hi, listen, I'm on a podcast. I'm on a podcast right now, and we're talking about schools. And you've just called me. We were talking about our kids being on online school, and you're calling me. Is it okay if we speak later?
Okay.
Because I don't want the school. I don't want the school's name to be broadcasted on the podcast. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay.
sir.
Thank
can-
you. Thank you. Bye bye.
Right? So they come up with all these solutions to deal with problems. And these solutions can be beneficial in broader ways, right? So that difficulty, that adversity has created a higher level of the higher level of what should I call it? Higher level of service. Right, and that's just one example, right? So again, the difficulty does breed something good, right? But we're too. A lot of people are too comfortable with with comfort, right? And that comfort creates a problem, right? How many times you sleep for 10, 12 hours and then you feel like I'm still
Yeah.
I'm still tired. You know?
Yeah, true.
Right? And you can sleep 5-6 hours and you're up fresh and you're ready to
Energized, ready to hit it.
Right? Too much comfort creates a problem. It creates a problem, right?
100.
We're not built this world is not built that way. You're built to deal with difficulty, and that difficulty then breeds somebody tough, right? That's how you go to the gym. You deal with the difficulty. If you're picking up 5 kilos and the dumbbells, you're not gonna get anywhere. Right? But
Have
you
to
pick
go
up 50.
through the pain.
You go through 50
Yeah.
and you gotta go through the
Better.
rep and you gotta pull, right? That's when the biceps come. That's when you're flexing and
They
doing
still
all
got that
this.
ice bath over there. They still got that ice bath
Hey,
over
yo,
there.
we,
think, yeah,
might need
still
to check
got
that
it.
out.
Yeah. Also, I want to throw this in there real quick. Here's one reminder, yeah.
Yeah.
فإن مع العسر يسرا. إن مع العسر يسرا. You know what that means?
Yeah, tell
So
us that.
verily, with every difficulty, there is relief. Verily, with every difficulty, there
There's
is
ease.
relief.
Yes.
Relief
yes.
or ease.
Yeah.
Nice.
Nothing lasts forever, right? The easy times are gonna come back, right? But you gotta push through. You gotta push through to get there, right?
Like
you don't
the muscles analogy, no? You
Yeah.
have to break the muscle in order to grow,
To build it.
expand.
Thank you.
Same as the diamonds.
Yeah.
Right? Have to go through the whole process,
Pressure, yeah.
fire, pressure, and then comes the beauty out
comes
of
the
it.
beauty. Yeah,
So
exactly,
wait.
exactly.
Just so
You
I'm
really
sorry. I
put
don't want
the
to be
work.
funny. I don't want to be
Yeah.
funny. I don't want to be
Please
funny.
be funny.
But look,
Dale.
when you say, look, I'm trying to remember. I'm really thinking about this. Yeah. So you saying that in order to like really we got to be stripped and be naked, right? Now, I'm thinking about this metaphor from a different perspective.
Okay.
There's like how many real estate agents is there, guys, in the Dubai? How many?
Tens of thousands.
There's over tens of thousands. Someone told me
Yeah.
like 40,000.
Yeah.
Let's
Stupid
say there's
number.
50,000. Let's say there's 50,000. And
Yeah.
that's
used to be.
let's say yeah, 50,000.
Some of them
Thank God, used to be.
Okay.
Good cleaning, yeah.
So would you guys say that the agents have been stripped and now they're all naked? Because like if you think about it, there's not many transactions that are going on.
No.
And when an agent is naked, it shows their true knowledge. It
Yes.
shows their true hustle. It
Yep.
shows their true character. It
Yep.
shows what they've done and worked on for the previous time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, like we just met somebody, my ex coworker, when we were getting the drinks,
Yeah.
and there was a capital market things, and I was like, well, because I'm doing property management, I'm having these investors, I'm having the rentals, I'm having renewals, I'm having whether it's maintenance, I'm having something to do, and then some people who I did sell off plan to, some of them want to sell because whatever personal reasons, not distress deals. They're definitely not distress deals, but
Yeah.
these people's intention was to sell the whole time.
Okay.
So I was like, nah, it's good. But then like certain people, 100% not the person I just met, but certain people have come into the real estate only for certain things, only for certain things.
Yeah.
And they don't have any layers to themselves
Yeah.
when it comes to it. So because they don't have any layers to themselves, now that they're naked, what is their situation, guys? What is it for them? Do you think that they will switch industries and things like that? Because
I
I'm
think,
telling you
man,
something. Yeah, go ahead.
For us three, we've been into real estate for many years, right?
Yeah.
We've been through this, and we know these people, and of course, we know the people that come. They want to play it as a real estate agent. They think that they will make it in 2, 3, 4 months, close a big deal, and happy and easy life, man.
Yeah.
We've been into this industry. We know it's not like that.
Facts.
You have to go through a process, hustling, learning, experience, negotiation, and a lot of patience, man.
You know what's so good? Sorry about that.
to build
it's
it.
so good
You have
because
to build it. It's not easy, man.
I don't actually work on big sales.
Ticket items.
I
yeah.
never ever work big tickets.
It will come, but it's on the road. You know that we're here for the long term.
Yeah.
We're not here for a short term, make a deal and cut off, man. We're
Yeah,
here
true.
to
Maybe
to
that's the
make a
reason why I
personal
never
brand.
targeted it.
Exactly,
Because
man.
I was working for a previous company and like everyone there was working big tickets. And I used to get so shy, right? It used to be like we would have like a morning meeting and they will be like, all right, everyone. So what we're going to do is we're going to all go around in a circle and we're going to talk all about the biggest sales offer that we have, the biggest offer that we all have. Go,
Yeah.
starting here. And you'll have like,
Fugazi.
you'll have like Anastasia and Anastasia, I have 16 million on the palm. Then next you have, for
John
example,
or something. yeah.
John. And John says, I have 21 million in Marina. And then the next one
Yeah.
is like, Felicia's like, I have 14 million in Emirates Hills or something.
Yeah.
And then it goes like, and it's me, and it's like, Darren, what do you have? I have 550K in Dubai Land Residence Complex Studio, And the craziest thing is that Mr. Darren, the guy who was working on studios
Yeah.
and Dubai Land, alhamdulillah, by Allah's mercy and blessing, he's the guy who's running the agency. He's the one who's still in the market,
Closings, yeah.
Yeah.
because
Transactions,
I've made my thing to work with real people. I didn't want to work necessarily with, not that I didn't want to work with people who are doing 20 million or 14 million. For me, that's a big question on the day of judgment. It's a big transaction. It's 20 million and this, and like, not to say that 550,000 is not something major, but it's a lot of pressure, when it's that I don't even feel comfortable. So I'm more happy working on the smaller things. Like, I don't mind doing 3 million, 4 million, whatever. But I'm really out there for like the normal everyday person. Like, I'm not looking for the luxury big thing in Palm Jumeirah or the villa here with 9 bedroom and that, like, nah. Cause for real, if I get all that money, then how I'm gonna act? Y'all know me. I'm gonna be act out this joint. It's Dubai. I'm be acting a fool. So I'd rather just work on my normal stuff, keep my head down, stay in the market, and transactions. Before you go ahead, guys.
Yeah.
Completing transactions and going through something like a secondary deal, an off-plan deal, or even rentals is so key to actually know how to work your craft and negotiate. That's the last
Yeah.
thing I would say. You got to be able to really close. Like, if you can't close something small, how you gonna close something big?
To learn the process at the end of the
Yeah.
day. We're talking on the last podcast, I think, about what you mentioned, going mostly, let's say the volume, go through the whole transaction, but also knowing the people that are actually through. The people that won't waste your time.
Yeah.
You won't be working on something fugazi that it will not come to an end, all right?
Yeah.
So first, be truth about both sides, and if you see potential in a medium, big ticket size, go for it. But don't waste your time catching dreams on something that will not come, unless you are completely in trust with the person, with the deal, and it will go. But for me, it's like, as you say, you have to go through the whole transaction to really know what you're talking about and share with the client also.
I'm throwing this to
Yeah.
you. Question for you specifically: how do you feel though that with the big tickets that the sellers are loyal? Be honest.
What do you mean,
Are the
loyal in
sellers
what
are loyal?
sense? What do you mean in
Loyal.
that sense?
When someone has a big ticket,
Yeah.
they kind of get their heart start trembling, and they start passing that junk out. I don't want to make a listing. I just want to pass it out to
Yeah,
like
okay.
20 agents. I want 20 agents on it. They believe that 20 agents working on that deal for them is going to execute and finalize it.
Yeah.
But in reality, it don't matter if you got 20 agents or one agent on it. It was already pre-decreed that's going to go through or it's not going to go through. So from your experience working with some big ticket stuff, do you feel as though that there's a sense of loyalty there or not?
I think it really depends on the type of investor, right? I think the smart ones understand quality over quantity, right? This
Yeah.
is kind of something we were talking about the other time, right? Quality over quantity, right? Like if I want to sell something that is 20 million, right? And I know that there are 40,000 agents in this country, for example, right? Everybody and their mama wants to get in on that deal because
Yeah.
they're looking at that 2%. Oh, that's 400,000. Yo, I want some of that, right?
Yeah.
So everybody's gonna be acting the fool trying to get it now. The problem with that, right? Sounds good. Sounds good. Like okay, everybody's gonna be working on it, so I'm gonna sell this junk real quick. Right, but the problem with that is that those agents are going to take that listing, right, and they're going to start switching up the numbers. One is going to be like, okay, it's not really 20 million, it's 19.95. 19.95. No, another place is going to put in 19.8. All right, and they're gonna send out different numbers, right, which makes you look desperate. Because now you have the same property being listed by 20 other people. I'm not talking about necessarily on Bayou, but just being sent around on different forums,
Yeah.
right? 19.9. This one is 20. This one's asking for 21, right?
He trying to
Because
get top up.
everybody's
Everyone
trying to
has
top
the
up, right? People are trying to do this, trying to do that,
trying to get
right?
top up.
Now this looks like
It's a disaster.
a disaster. There's no uniformity here, and then these guys are they're gonna come in and they're gonna be like. Okay.
Huh?
Okay.
Oh, okay,
All right.
we got
All right,
like 2 minutes
okay.
left. We got 2 minutes. What's that?
In the middle of difficulty lies opportunity.
That's right. Wait, let me read it. In the middle. Let me show my camera, guys. Look at this. This amazing
man just came in
gentleman.
with
This
this.
Thank you very
amazing
much, man.
gentleman just came in with the summary
Just
of
in
this
time.
episode. In the middle of difficulty lies opportunity, and that is what we all are here for, guys. We're
Yeah,
all here
yeah,
for opportunity.
yeah.
And I'll make a little quick dua before because we don't got too much time. I ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, the one who's Ar-Rahman, the one who is capable of all things, the controller of this dominion, to bless all of us in this room, all of us in this country and around the world, to
Yeah.
end all this violent stuff that's going on. I ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to bless all of us by tenfolds and give us all that we desire, protect us from evil, and open the doors of His mercy, and allow for us to prosper in this very land. Ameen.
Yes, sir.
Sorry, go ahead, guys. I had to throw that out there. I got you.
Yeah, no, so I mean, definitely. I mean, that's we have to push through this of difficulty, right? And if you're a smart investor, you don't want 200 people, constantly asking you and trying to send you offers and trying to keep track of them. And you deal with one person that hey, he's got to show up for me because now I'm only dealing with him. Now he's got to prove his point.
Yeah, true.
Right? He's got to prove his point.
know that
He's
feeling.
got to prove that he can do something
that
because
feeling.
he's the only person I gave it to. Right? So that exclusivity is definitely better for you. Right? So in this opportunity, in this time that we're dealing with right now, you have to then look for those opportunities that are better for you. Right? If you're going to sell that 20 million property because that's what you do anyway, right? You have some investors, that's all they do, right? They're buying and selling, right? It's not because they're panicking or anything, right? You still hold true to your principles, right?
Yeah.
Maybe you might give a discount here to kind of move things along or what have you. I've seen somebody but you hold on to your principles and understand that, hey, this is how things are gonna go. There's never a constant downfall. It's always gonna come back up.
100.
It's always gonna come back up, right?
Beautiful answer, bro. I think we got a few
Agree
minutes.
with that.
Could you wrap?
Yeah, just I'll keep it the same with the 3 points. Don't burn into desperation. Don't oversell. Check out the data, fundamentals. Believe in yourself.
Yeah.
Keep hustling. If your dream, you got big dreams, big ambitions in life, just keep pushing. God's always watching, and you have to put the work on to get what you want.
Yeah, God's
Wow.
time is the best time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
God's time is the best time, right? You might get that 20 million too early, and now you're acting a fool, right?
get
You
that
might need to build a character that can deal with the 20 million
Yeah.
later on.
100%.
So this might be the time to build that character, all right? So
Don't be
go through,
scared.
push through that difficulty so he can get to that.
But on another
Don't
note,
run
though,
away.
but on another note, guys, rental prices are looking juicy. I'm telling you, with a renewal pending in the next 3 months, guys, you may be seeing the American in Dubai back residenting in Dubai, coming back from Ajman to Dubai. Definitely, guys. Yo, man, this is
Yeah.
a beautiful episode. And please, Hafiz, one more time, go ahead and give us that headline, that thesis statement of this episode number 7. What is it again?
In order to wear new clothes, you might have to be stripped down naked.
Go on in. It's getting hot in here. So get up all your clothes. Like, no, I'm just joking. I'm just joking. Can we go ahead and get naked in here? It's like, I'm
let's
joking,
not-
guys.
let's not- let's not do
Stuck
Gracias.
All right.
All right, guys.
All right. Dale.
Muy bueno.